think it's time we stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
Welcome everyone to Earth Changes News for April 4th, 2011. A few stories here I want to get to, as you can see. The first one is a weather disturbance, the first one of its kind for 2011. It says Amang is the first weather disturbance of 2011, says PAGASA. And PAGASA stands for the Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical, and Astronomical Services Administration. So in case you want to know what PAGASA is, it says a low-pressure area off eastern Samar has developed into a tropical depression Sunday night, making it the first major weather disturbance to hit the country this year. The Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical, and Astronomical Services Administration said Monday. Tropical Depression Amang was seen some 810 kilometers off east-northeast of Barangan, Samar on Monday morning. PAGASA said in its 11 a.m. weather alert. PAGASA weather forecaster Leonie Riaz said Amang was accelerating toward the northeast direction at 19 kilometers per hour and packing winds with maximum speed of 55 kilometers near the center. Riaz said the tropical depression would be at 1,190 kilometers off east-northeast of Virac, Catadurans by early Tuesday and would exit the Philippine area of responsibility a few hours later. He also said there was no need to raise storm warnings in the country since Amang was not expected to bring rains and was unlikely to make landfall. So that's good news for the people there in the Philippines. The next story I wanted to get to is there seems to be an earthquake has struck off Indonesia. A 6.7 quake hit off Indonesia. This is dated April 4th. Hundreds of residents fled an Indonesian port town for higher ground on Monday when an earthquake struck south of Java with a magnitude estimated by U.S. seismologists at 6.7. It says the epicenter in the Indian Ocean was 24 kilometers or 15 miles deep, and the U.S. Geological Survey said after initially estimating it at 10 kilometers underground and 277 kilometers south of the Javanese coast. Indonesia seismologists put the magnitude at 7.1 and issued a tsunami warning, saying the tremor had the potential to cause a killer wave and asking recipients of its public alert or SMS to warn others of the dangers. The warning was later cancelled, and when the quake struck, hundreds of residents in the seaport town of Cilacap fled inland and higher ground by motorbike, car, and on foot. So that's the story over there in the Indonesia. Let's see the next one. Just wanted to get through these because these are like brand new. They're finally talking about other things other than the Tokyo. Oh, here you go, another story about Tokyo, but Japan, but it has to do with a new event that's going on there. They seem to be now dumping radioactive water into the Pacific Ocean. It says Tokyo Electric dumps radioactive water into the ocean. Japan's Tokyo Electric Power Company has begun dumping 11,500 tons of radioactive water into the Pacific Ocean in a last-ditch attempt to make room for even more highly radioactive runoff from the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant. The company started releasing the water contaminated with radioactive iodine at 100 times the legal limit into the ocean at around 7 on Monday evening. One power company official grew emotional at a press conference announcing the intent to start dumping the water as he apologized to the Japanese people. Now, I just want to say something on this. I'm not an oceanographer or anything, but I'm sure that this is going to have a major, major impact on the fishing around that area. And I have to strongly advise anybody that eats sushi and that gets sushi from Japan to be very careful where they get the sushi from. That's for sure. I personally don't eat sushi, but you just got to be very careful what comes from Japan now, guys. And another story I wanted to get to here. That was that. One more. Oh yeah, this one I wanted to get. One more quake happened. I did not report on. I don't think. Magnitude 6.4 quake has hit the Fiji region, and this was April 3rd, yesterday. Magnitude 6.4 earthquake hits Fiji region on Sunday, April 3rd at 14:07, which is I think 2 o'clock, and that's all it says really. It says location uncertainty, and the depth was fixed by location program. It was 256 miles west of Labasa, wherever Labasa is, and 2,230 kilometers west of Auckland, New Zealand. So, doesn't say anything else about it. The depth was pretty deep, 343 miles deep. So, those are the two quakes. Something a little bit about what's going on over there in Japan, and of course the storm out where I reported before, out in Pagasa. Out in Manila, the Philippines. So that's it, folks. And keep you updated for the latest if I see anything changing as far as Earth Changes news. This has been Earth Changes News for April 4th, 2011.